So this is the first Eddie's Tech Talk Live video, and we're going to use it to take a first look at the new Ford Edge ST. Now we can take a look. This is not your normal Ford Edge. If you look up Google Images, this is not that. You know, we're getting a really aggressive grille here, and the important feature is that ST badging. Now, what does that mean for those of you that aren't up on, Ford and Ford terminology? The ST is basically the performance line. It's made by, those cars are made and designed, and just Ford Performance Division has a lot of say in what happens to these cars. So we can take a look down the way. We have a Ford Focus RS, which is part of the performance line. The Ford Fiesta ST and the Focus ST kind of turns normal everyday driver cars into these performance vehicles, for either fun commuting, fun driving. You get manual transmissions with the Fiesta and the Focus down the way. With the Edge, you're kind of targeting that family guy or family girl, family driver that really wants, that performance, wants something more out of their normal vehicle. So, for better or worse, Americans especially are buying more and more crossovers and less, small cars, but more and more trucks and crossovers. Sorry about that noise, but people are buying more of these types of cars for their family. These cars are practical. So, let's take a look at this Ford Edge, because, I guess the thinking is, why should you have to give up that performance, give up that fun driving experience just because you have a family now? So we can take a look at the card here. You can read this yourself, but it has the most powerful V6 engine available in its class, 2.7 liter twin turbocharged EcoBoost engine with 335 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque, which that sounds pretty impressive. Those are good numbers. It's just that we're not sure how that handles in the Edge body, in the Edge form factor, what that feels like driving. So it's got dynamic handling, 8-speed automatic. So this has an automatic transmission, which I believe is the first ST car available with an automatic at all. So it has a sport mode for more throttle response. We'll check to see if it has paddle shifters. You can manually shift there. Now it says, I'm looking at that lower bullet point, using paddle shifters. So I can't get in this vehicle, but we can take a look around it. I'm sure this has a premium paint job. And we have these rims and red brake calipers that are very reminiscent of what you would see on a higher option Focus or Fiesta. So, some of that ST styling is really being carried over here into the Edge ST. So we can't get into this, but we can take a good look inside. You guys are getting a real good reflection of the wall back there. But hopefully, you guys can see at least a little bit inside. There's a lot of reflection. But there's actually no shifter. There's no physical shifter. That knob you see there next to the cup holder is what shifts. And then it looks like there's like a button or something in the middle for sport mode. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, so that is the shifter there in that grainy video. So kind of weird, not to have a manual option or any of that. We have a really nice leather wrap steering wheel here. And you can see in the corner there that little plus button. That's a paddle shifter. So we do have paddle shifters, you can see here. That one next to the, I believe that's a turn signal. That's a paddle shifter there. Look, actually, really small looking paddle shifter, not nearly as big or as aggressive as what we see on the Ford Mustang. So I'm not sure, what that feels like. It seems like that paddle shifter is probably too small. It seems like it might be hard to reach around there. Of course, won't know until until I can maybe get my hands on it. So Ford, if you're out there, let me take a look at this thing. Looks like in the middle there we have a compartment that folds up to put like your smartphone in and stuff like that. And the center console looks like something I've never seen from Ford before, so that'll be interesting to look at. And then we have a really, really large looking Sync 3 screen, and then at the top there, more storage bins. So lots of storage up there with this. Now the back window is really tinted out. You can just see me there, so hello me. But it does look, your standard Edge level legroom. And then here we just have our gas cap. Uses that same Ford gas cap. Really wide door though, not sure why that was necessary. And then around back here we have that Ford Performance. We have a ST. So, and then I don't know, if this two-tone is standard, if you get any color other than black. I'm not quite sure what that is. But especially with the lights and the black and white, especially right here, we're getting a really aggressive styling look here at the Ford Edge ST. So really aggressive style, which I think is important for a crossover that's supposed to have, you know, something under the hood more than your standard vehicle. So definitely really nice looking, and it looks like even up front there, which you guys probably can't see through that reflection, it looks like there might even be a carbon fiber accent package. So definitely a lot going on here with the Edge ST. We even have ST badged seats, if you can see that through the reflection there. So really cool looking car, very interesting concept. I think it's kind of a crazy one, and I'm not quite sure that it'll work, but maybe it will be just so crazy that it does work. So this is the first look at the Ford Edge ST. What do you guys think of it? Do you think it'll work? Do you think it'll flop? You know, I don't really know yet. So let me know what you think.